I'm going to make this short and pretty simple, but I usually don't want to bring politics onto this channel. And for those that come here for my rants or my political views, or well, me saying that I'm a Trump supporter, so I'm going to support everything he does and all that really good stuff. Okay, first of all, I get it. I really do. I understand. Second of all, I am a supporter. I'm proud to say that I'm a supporter of our current president. I've been supporting him with every single thing that he's pretty much done. Third, I really don't want to make this a political channel. If you're into that, please go to somebody else. I'm not saying you should unsubscribe to me. I'm saying that I don't want to bring politics into this channel. Mainly because I'm not like that. I don't want to be like that. I'm not going to be that guy that comes on every 4 years and says, vote for this guy. Not unless there's a real issue going on, like there was nearly, or actually over 3 years ago, when we were threatened a civil war if Hillary had won. Last but not least, I want to talk about something that's just been on my mind. You see, our current president has pretty much been doing everything that he's promised to do. He's fixed our economy and he's still fixing it. Stocks are going up day by day by day. Every single day. Yet, none of that is reported. None of that is even noticed. They look at the stocks for one day and be like, oh, it dropped 1,000 points. Well, they don't report that the next day the stocks rose 10 times that amount. It's crazy. And the stocks fluctuate. It really does. It fluctuates every single day. We don't know if it's going to go up or down tomorrow. All we know is that, well, we have a pretty damn good economy. And although it doesn't really seem like it, it's getting better and better every single day. And right now, we're on the verge of finally getting rid of Obamacare. And we're finally getting rid of that stupid fucking law that says if you're a working, or actually, no. Excuse me. No, it's a required by law that you have to have life insurance. Or you pay some stupid fucking fee for not having it. Thankfully, I have had life insurance ever since I started my truck driving career a very long time ago, back in 2015, when I first went to truck driving school. I've pretty much been on my parents' life insurance ever since my dad started working for the hotel company that he currently works at. So we've really never had to worry about health insurance, life insurance, um, dental insurance, vision insurance. So, we had a lot of things going for us. And to be honest, my family was very lucky. But I'm not going to talk about my family right now. That's probably a video for the near future. The problem is that people hate on our current president. But why? When he's pretty much doing everything that he says he's going to do, or that he's said that he was going to do, and does it, and now everybody's pissed off that he did it. Right now, he's threatening to shut down the government, and I honestly don't blame him. The reason is good. The reason is for the safety of the American people, which I've been trying to fight for this ever since I even knew about it. And this isn't something that I've supported because I'm a Trump supporter. No, I've been wanting this wall ever since I was in high school, ever since Obama took office and pretty much allowed every single illegal immigrant to basically you get a free meal, a free place to stay, and so on and so forth. That's what former President Obama did. He did that in his last year of presidency, and basically did that, or he basically did that as his final fuck you to the American people. And now we have a president that's going on his word, literally, doing everything that he says, or that he said that he was going to do, including building this fucking wall. The thing that I'm partially disappointed is, yeah, he did say we're going to force Mexican to build it. We're going to build the wall. We're going to have Mexico pay for it. You know, it would be really nice to send Mexico a bill, because they are very much responsible for this invasion. And I've said this before, this is technically an invasion that's going on right now as we speak. If it was, actually no, let me give a real world example. A time in history in which this exact situation happened. But this situation happened with force and by guns, by use of weapons. I'm going to tell you a brief story about the very, very, very small country of Luxembourg, I think. Luxembourg was basically the size of a very large city. Actually, no, I'm lying. Think of that green screen as Germany, and that speaker that you see there as Luxembourg. That's a pretty decent sized difference. Germany was going to go straight to Paris to basically take down France. And the shortest way to get from Germany to France was to invade Luxembourg. Not only did they invade Luxembourg, they invaded France. They invaded Poland. More infamously, they destroyed Luxembourg. They destroyed cities in Poland. They destroyed cities in France. They killed a lot of people. My point being is that although I compare it to the Nazi invasion of Luxembourg, Poland, and France, let's think this like what it would have been like if they didn't have any guns. But not Paris, but France is just going to roll over anyways, because they're literally allowing like a whole freaking Muslim community that's within Paris, France. There's a whole community that's just dedicated to Muslims. It's a pretty scary thought, noting that Paris, France has been attacked so many times. within the past couple of years. Actually, within the past 5. You know what? The Nazi invasion was probably a fairly bad example. Let's go back a little further. How about the time when the Germans invaded the Roman Empire? Well, the reason why the Germans invaded the Roman Empire was because of Attila the Hun. Now, this is a very logical, um, thing, and Germans did end up fighting for basically the right to live. But the problem is that they invaded an empire. Well, in this case, Mexico invading the United States. And although we haven't seen the United States use force to keep the Mexicans back as of yet, and it's not just Mexicans, it's other civilians as well. It's other people from the southern Central America, where there's a hell of a lot of crime going on, such as drug cartels. I wouldn't want to live in a frickin' drug cartel fucked up country, would you? I don't think so. So, I personally don't blame people that want to escape from the drug cartels, from the crime, and live in a place that's quote unquote the land of the free. Well, I'm sorry, this isn't the 1990s. This isn't the 1980s where you could just get a job and live right across the border. Because trust me, America used to be like that. But the problem about that was that American jobs that are right here in America are for the people that live in America. Now, I don't know what it's like over there in Europe. I really don't. So I don't know what it's like for somebody to live in another country, or someone to live in one country but work in another country. I don't know how that works. I don't know if that even works at all. But here in America, jobs here in America are for legalized American people that were born right here in this country. Now you can argue and say that, oh, well, let's go all the way back to when Columbus first found America. Well, boy, oh, Columbus didn't find America, he found Cuba. America was found sometime before Columbus. I still don't understand why we celebrate Columbus Day when really that moron found Cuba and thought it was India. So, why do I support the wall? Well, I support it for many, many, many other reasons. It keeps the crime out. Think about it. Think about it for a minute. If you've ever paid attention to anything that's going on in California or anything that's going on along the border, a lot of crimes are coming from illegals. In fact, pretty much 60% of all news stories that I hear that are coming out of California are about how a recently deported illegal immigrant either robbed or killed somebody. The American dream, ladies and gentlemen. Where where it's okay to be illegal in a country that will just accept you back as long as you don't do anything stupid, like rob or kill somebody. What I also don't really get is how people think that that children are being separated from their parents when they're not. Okay, they're not. Also, I do believe that um, America ought to deny pregnant women from entering the country when they're due to give birth at any moment within that month. Mostly because I fully believe that giving birth to a child in a country that you are not a citizen in just to claim childbirth right should be illegal, and you should be deported along with your brat child. Because I'm sorry, but where's your father? Probably over there, either dead or about to be dead. You should be ashamed. You should really be ashamed. See, this is why I don't like talking about politics. This is why I really don't like talking about this kind of stuff, because I end up rambling on about it, or I end up saying something that'll end up offending somebody. But you know what? This has got to be said. And I don't care if YouTube doesn't like it. I don't care if it's quote unquote against the terms of service. It is not against the terms of service to speak up about this. Okay? It's definitely okay for me to talk about this, because we need that wall. And if you don't agree, I'm not going to call you out. I'm not going to say, well, then fuck you. I simply want to know why you don't agree. Because everything that I told you is why I do agree. So, if you do or you don't, I want to know why. And if you do, don't just say, oh, well, everything you say in the video is pretty much why I support having the wall. No, I don't want the same old reasons that I want the wall. In fact, I'm saying the exact same reasons that other people want the wall. So really, I ought to explain why I want this wall. And I will. I'll say that I want to ensure that me, my future children, if I should ever have any, can be guaranteed a job. Because believe it or not, this is a small world. I'm not sure if I'm going to live in Atlanta forever. I would like to, but who knows? Only the future will tell. So, there's that. That's all I really have to say about that. Other than the security of the American people, which has been said a few times. But you know what? Since it's me saying it, I think it should count. So that's all I have to say. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, there's a subscribe button down there somewhere, and a like button, and a comment strip so you can type out whatever you want. That's all I have to say. So see you later.